Welcome back, guys. Remember, this is Me the HR with me, Sylvia Wanja, and in the house today we have Enon Atieno, who is a fashion designer. She's young at heart, but her mind, when it comes to fashion and design, is very, very experienced. So let's get back to the conversation and get to hear her story in fashion and design. Now, Enon, can you tell us about the first ever experience that you had as a designer?
I come up with an idea of an outfit.
Yeah.
And that idea, it was a suit, then a coat. A coat, I installed a sachet behind. Yeah. So people liked it. It was a mixed feeling because everybody was like, can I take a picture with you?
Everyone
Who gave you this idea?
Yeah.
Like, is this official thing? Can you do it at an official occasion? You know, people liked it a lot, and that encouraged me a lot. Yeah.
So that was the first ever project that you did,
Yeah.
and people actually received it well.
Exactly.
Wow, that is amazing. And after that first experience with you creating something, how do you go about it? Do you like sit down and draw something, or do you just get an idea and then just go explain the idea to the person who is making it, or how does it work?
No, you know, when it comes to creativity, creativity can't just come today and work it out and get into perfection. Creativity takes a lot of time. So when, ideas just come out because first I accepted myself as a designer. So I really had to, whenever I do something, I look at it as like, when I do this, will it come the way I want? So I'll take some time, draft it, work it out, get the nicest color that may be appealing to the eyes of the people. Yeah, and go to my tailor, give out my experience, give out my idea. And if he can manage, we can try it out. Yeah.
But you have to first come up with the idea, draft it, then present it to him.
Yeah, so sometimes you might come up with an idea, but when the idea is getting into completion, you find that it can't be that well. You again start it afresh. Or rather, sometimes you might take that an idea to the tailor, but after the tailor makes it, you find that it was not something you really wanted. You just have to wrap it off and start another one. With creativity and design, there is no giving up. If you really wanted to do it, just do it, give it a positive attitude, and everything is gonna work.
So if it doesn't work, you pick it up, you try again. And I'm imagining if you don't have the passion for it, you won't be patient enough to follow through till the end.
For sure.
You will give up halfway and you leave it, probably you leave the project hanging. So right now there's a term being dished out a lot, stylist. Is there a difference between a fashion designer and a stylist, and what is the difference?
I can say there is a difference. You know, a stylist now goes to the designer, gives the designer what maybe he or she wants, then the designer gives it out and he goes away showcasing it. But a designer, you can do it for yourself and you can also do it to someone else. Yeah.
So for a stylist, they just style.
Yeah, they just showcase what you've given them.
Showcase what they find.
Yeah.
So their work is blending the outfits and giving them. But that means a fashion designer can also be a stylist.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, wow. Okay, that is very, very interesting, guys. I hope you're following through this conversation. It's getting interesting by the minute, and we are learning so much from Enon Atieno. Okay, so let's get back to fashion and design. Okay, there are so many projects that come up. You've talked about dressing people in the runway, models and stuff like that. There are always themes that are associated with fashion and design. Do you have to just use material or fabric, or what other materials have you used while working as a fashion designer?
Okay, you know, when it comes to fashion, everything can work.
Yeah,
Everything can work as long as you have an idea, you want to showcase it.
Yeah.
you can just do it. At my first experience, creative wear now, I did using the braids, just these mere braids. Yeah.
Hair braids.
Yeah, hair braids.
Okay, wow.
I made a top and blended it with some colors, and it turned out so nice.
On that note, I want to see it. I'm imagining a top made of braids. That has to be very interesting.
Yeah.
And what was the inspiration behind that?
Okay, the theme of that event was about peace, unity, promoting peace in Kenya. So I, the skirt was so plain because what I made out of it was just these vitamba bandanas, Kenyan flag.
Ah, the bandanas.
Yeah,
they made the skirt.
Yeah, and I said, if I may decide to put a top that looks like the skirt, it now gets to be so plain.
Yeah, it will be just normal.
So I decided to use the braids, and they turned out so clear.
Wow. Wow, that is amazing. And what other materials have you used?
I've used boxes.
Wow.
Yeah. I've used some wool, some furnitures, making maybe crafting something using some furnitures, and comes out so nice.
Wow. And what is the thought process of a fashion designer while they're working on a project? What usually goes on behind your mind, and how do you make sure that you follow through everything to completion? Like what are the steps that you follow so that you can follow through with the project until it's completed?
Okay, first you have to come up with an idea. Then you draft it down. After drafting it, try to make something out of it. When you are trying to make a cloth, use something like papers. You wrap those papers, bring them together to make that thing you want, like a sketch.
Yeah.
When the sketch turns out so clearly, you decide then to go with the fabric. Yeah.
So you have to start from the draft, try to sketch
Idea.
the idea,
Yeah.
then you draft it, then you try sketch it, and then you go ahead and now get it made.
Yeah, if it doesn't turn out the way you wanted, start with another idea. Rather, modify the idea you had. Yeah.
Okay. And for how long have you done fashion and design?
I've done it for 3 years now.
3 years.
Yeah.
Do you think it's sustainable having that? Right now you are studying education, right? And no one knows what the future holds, right? But do you think that fashion and design, now that you're already in that line while still studying, do you think that it can sustain you, like cater for your needs, like money-wise?
Yeah, for sure. Because after I really designed my own things, some I showcase them by myself, some I give it to people. People can inbox you and be like, I want you to give me an idea. I have a wedding. What can my maids do?
What can they wear?
A person can give you a theme of the event. Maybe he or she is going and is asking you, what idea can I do it? What can I put it on? I don't have this kind of clothing. What other thing can I do in terms of creativity to make it turn so clearly? And when you're giving out this idea, you are not going to lack some credit because this person knows you're really working on it, and they believe on you. So whatever thing you're going to give them, it must be perfect. Yeah, and your perfection is just paid in whichever way. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So whatever you do it to the best of your ability. Don't just do it for the sake of, so that you can be able to sell whatever it is that you're giving. So if you just do something half-heartedly, you won't get referrals. You won't get the workflow going.
For sure.
Okay, so make sure whatever it is that you do it wholeheartedly. Now back to fashion and design. So what do you think makes a good fashion designer, according to you?
I can say anyone can make it.
Yeah.
And what can make it is your mindset. Make sure your mindset is positive about what you're doing. And whenever your mind is set unto the task, you're gonna do it. There's nothing big about it.
So for you to be a good fashion designer, you have to have a good mindset. And what other
About
values?
it.
Yeah. And what other values and characteristics do you require as a fashion designer? Like, let's say patience, because I'm imagining you work on something, then it doesn't come out the way you expected it to. You have to start again from scratch. What other values are there?
You have to be trustworthy. People say trust the process.
Yeah. You need to trust it.
Another one, you have to be courageous enough, because at times you can make a thing that you're not even courageous enough to put it on. So the courage must be on top to make sure even when you are showcasing it, let it be you now doing it for yourself, because there's something you are targeting out of it. Another thing is discipline. You're supposed to be disciplined about what you are doing and what you are up to, and the people around you too. If you're not disciplined, it just goes like that. And another thing, you have to have a good rapport with your friends. There's some friends who might come to you like they really need an idea, or rather they want to read your mind, ask you about something like, what do you have about this event? What are you gonna do it? And after you give them your idea, they go do it first.
So they steal your idea from you.
Yeah, they steal idea unknowingly. So when you come ask them later,
they're like,
what have you decided? I've done my part. When you look at the thing she has done, it's the same thing you gave out to them. So even friends around you should be supporting you enough. Yeah, and being ready to support you as a friend is a one thing that will enable you even do it more and more with those friends. Because if you don't have friends, whom can you dress? Who can refer you to? People, they need you.
So you need to have the right group around you. I love what you've said. You need to be careful of the people around you. And also you need to rely on friends. No man is an island. You need people to get word out about your craft. And what better way to do that than people who are around you and people who understand you and your passion as well. And you've mentioned something about someone copying an idea or something like that. Is there a way to trademark a design? Ama you just hope that your design, no one takes your design from you? Ama Kenya hatujafika hiyo point ya kuweka copyright on, let's say designs ama kitu kama hiyo.
Okay, copyrights are there, but for us young fashion designers, we might lack out those finances to come up with your own trademark. So at times you can make an idea, have it, do it, then you find someone else has
copying
done it,
the same
and
thing. They
he
have
or she has gone
finances.
viral, and you find like, this is my idea.
You took my idea, what do I do?
But we actually pray that maybe in future we may have that trademark, so that we do our things confidently and coming out confidently, so that people can see that it's really our sweat.
We're hoping for the best when it comes to that, kwa sababu it's not ideal for you to work hard, your blood, your sweat, your tears, for someone to come take it and claim it as their own. It's something that so many young people are facing. They work so hard to work on something, be it music, be it fashion and design, be it creating these model designs to sell for houses and stuff like that. And people take advantage because young people don't have probably the finances to trademark or copyright their work. So kama ni wewe unafanya hivyo uko nje, may God forgive you. Anyway, so what word of advice would you give to fashion designers out there, or people who are aspiring to be fashion designers, using this camera right here?
Okay, what I can give you is, first, you have to communicate. Communicate that this is what you really want, and this is who you really are. After communication, make friends with people whom you have seen that they can really help you. There's some people who can discourage you about it. You even find some Christians, if you come up with such an idea, people just come out and be like, as Christian, you just have to be simple. Why are you they like saying una overdo.
Mbona una overdo, acha overdo.
Yeah, so you are supposed to have friends who support you and who have the same mindset as yours. Another thing is just stand up and go for it. If it's in your mind and you want it to be done to someone, do it for yourself first so that people can see what you've done. And lastly, make use of these social medias that inspire people about fashion, because that's where I really grew a lot. And if you see an idea, don't be afraid of doing it, maybe because your parents are against, your guardian, just come out and do it. And fashion is something that you can do a part-time thing. It's not something that you just really have to sweat for it, work for it. No. If it's your passion, it will automatically come to you.
Wow, that is beautiful, guys. If it's your passion, it'll automatically be yours. So that is it here at Meet the HR, and I hope you have learned something, you've picked something. And if you want to be a fashion designer, this is my call out to you. Make sure you follow through your passions, follow through your dreams till the end. Make sure let them not stop you from getting to the main goal. And remember, you can have more than one passion, and that shouldn't stop you from going for all of them. Sawa. And remember, as always, here at Meet the HR, we say there is no luck in career, but it's when opportunity meets preparation. So go prepare yourself for that career path that you want to follow, and I will see you in the job market. My name is Sylvia Wanja. Till next week, same place, same time. This has been Meet the HR. Enjoy the rest of your viewing. Bye.